So very good morning to all of you. Today, we'll be taking the session on human resource management. It is for whom? It is actually for you, that is electronics and communication engineering students, that is B.Tech in ECE, 5th semester student, right? So you are habituated in studying all the electronic subjects, engineering subject, technical subjects, mathematics and etc., doing labs and etc. But today we are going to discuss about a different management subject, which is in your syllabus, that is human resource management. This is of utmost importance because if you want to run any organizations, human resource plays a very important role. Because say for example, who is developing the electronic devices like a mobile phone? Definitely there are robots, but ultimately there is a human being who is behind that. So why you are studying engineering? So you would be working in some organization as a human resource of those organizations. So managing the human resource is one of the most crucial tasks in any kind of organizations. So say for example, why you are studying this subject of human resource management? Because at the end of the day, whenever you will be entering into an organization, at the beginning probably you will be working as a engineer, junior engineer, senior engineer, like that. But whenever you will be getting into a team leader position, you have to handle human resources, because as an individual capacity, you cannot work for a longer period of time. Whenever you will be moving ahead with the organizational hierarchy, you have to handle human resources. So that would be your one of the crucial job. So that is the reason you have to be very good in human resource management, and that is the reason this subject has been included in your syllabus, so that you can become a good manager. It is not that you will be becoming a marketing manager or sales manager. You can be an engineer, production engineer, or electronics engineer, but however, you have to handle the people under you after a couple of years, right? So that is the reason knowledge of human resource management is very, very important for the engineers. So we are going to study the basic concepts of human resource management today. So we'll be discussing about the chapter 1 of this particular paper. In this, so it is, trust me, it is not very difficult. So just concentrate on this PPT, and trust me, we'll be completing the first chapter by today only. So this is the fundamental concept. This is the human resource management. That is a part of your syllabus that we are going to discuss today. The paper code is OEAC 506C. Right. So that's the things. And I'm Professor Amitabha Gupta. Probably you know I'm the head of the department of the MBA, and I'll be taking this paper for you for this year. So in this chapter, what are the things we are going to study? So you are going to study the meaning and definition of human resource management, and the functions of human resource management, qualities of HR managers, objectives of human resource management, and the scope of human resource management. So again, I'm repeating what are the things we are going to study today. Meaning and definition of human resource management, functions of human resource management, qualities of HR manager, objectives of human resource management, and scope of human resource management. So let us understand what is this human resource management is all about. So human resource management is basically the process of managing the inflow, internal flow, and the outflow of human resources within an organization, right? So again, I'm repeating what is the definition. Human resource management is the process of managing the inflow, internal flow, and the outflow of human resources within an organization. So what is this inflow? Inflow means taking the people within the organizations. Like say for example, you are in the 5th semester, right? So whenever you will be in the 7th semester or the 8th semester, the companies will be coming for the campus drive, right? So the campus drive means they are coming for what? They are coming for campus recruitment. So they are there to take you within their organizations. So that is called the inflow. Inflow means taking the people within the organizations. Internal flow means so when the people are moving within the organizations, there are different activities that has to be conducted, and it is the duty of the human resource management department to manage those activities. So that is the part of the internal flow. And the outflow of the human resources means when the people are moving out of the organizations in different way, the HR manager has to handle those activities as well. So that is called the outflow. So let us understand this concept a little bit more detailed manner. So inflow. So inflow indicate that I have already discussed, that inflow indicate the process of taking the human resources within an organization, right? So it consists of 2 steps. Number 1, recruitment, and number 2 is selection. So probably is a confusing terms for everybody, that both the terms are same, that is recruitment and selection, and there is no difference, but there is a difference. So what is recruitment? Recruitment is the process of attracting the right kind of candidate, and the selection is the process of identification of the best possible candidates from amongst those who have applied. So recruitment means, say for example, one of the company is coming for campus drive, and your placement department or the principal of the college have given you a notice for the interview, and the notice, it has been mentioned that those who are interested, please apply, right? So that means those who are interested, they are applying. So that means the company's objective is to ensure maximum number of students should apply for the position. So that is called the attraction, attracting that the right kind of candidate. Maybe the company is looking for B.Tech in electronics graduate freshers. So that means they want the people who are only B.Tech in electronics engineering students, they should apply. It is not meant for civil, it is not meant for computer science, it is not meant for electrical. So who is the right candidate? Right candidate is the electronics, B.Tech electronics candidate, right? So that is called the recruitment. So recruitment is the process of attracting the right kind of candidate. So we'll be discussing in details what is this recruitment is all about. So in understand, recruitment is the first step in the overall human resource management process that we are going to discuss. There is in the inflow, the first step is the recruitment, next one is the selection. So in the recruitment stage, whenever you are applying for the position, that means you are getting attracted and you are applying for the position, so that is called the recruitment. People, the company want you to be attracted for the position and want you to be to apply for the position, so that is called the recruitment. And selection means identification of the best possible candidates from among those who have applied. Probably you guys are, if people are actually preparing for different GD, aptitude test, interview, etc. So that are the part of the selection process, selection steps actually. The companies will be checking different types of tests like the group discussion, the interview, the aptitude test, etc. These are part of the selection. So in the recruitment, we are asking everybody to apply. Those who are eligible, please apply, please apply. All the B.Tech electronics students should apply. But that means that is a positive process. That means we are asking everybody, we are attracting everybody to apply. But in the selection process, what is happening? So this is an elimination process. So that's why selection is a negative process. Maybe say for example, 60 students of SVIST have applied for a particular position. Okay, 60 students of B.Tech electronics. Out of that, there is a vacancy of 10. So they are going to select only 10 candidates if they found any suitable candidate. Definitely, it does not mean that they are having 10 vacancy. They have to select the 10 people, because if they find a suitable candidate, then only they will be selected. So so that's the fundamental concept. So selection means, so if you can, they will be taking the test according to their requirement. It may be a group discussion, it may be a aptitude test, the personal interview, technical round, different things. So that is called selection. So these are the selection tests through which the best candidate would be selected. The top, say for example, I am having 10 vacancies and there are 60 candidates or 100 candidates. So out of that 100, I'm going to eliminate 90 candidates. Okay, eliminate 90 candidates. I will be selecting the 10 candidates. So that's called the selection. So this is part of the inflow process, because this is the techniques, or this is the tools, or this is the activities we are doing for what? To take the people within the organization. So that is why it is called inflow. Okay, so inflow means recruitment and selection. It consists of two steps, recruitment and selection, where recruitment comes first, then the selection. Next one is the internal flow. Internal flow means it indicates the activities of the human resource management while the employees are moving within the organization. That means you have been selected. Now you have joined the company. Whenever you have joined the company, or the joining process has been started, from there the internal process will start. Okay, internal process will start. So internal flow will start actually. So managing all the activities related to the internal flow when the people or the employees moving within the organization. So that is called internal flow. So internal flow consists of several stages, several functions are there. Number one is the induction. What is an induction? Induction means when the people are getting acquainted with the organization. It is the duty of the human resource management department to make the people familiar with the rules, regulation, culture of the organization, so that you can feel comfortable within the organizations, right? Otherwise, you'll be not feeling comfortable. You are coming. So, for example, if you are talking about the fresher hiring, but directly from the campus, you are habituated to the college life. Now, the corporate life is totally different. Now, what is expected from you? What you can do? What you cannot do? What is the rules? What are the regulations? That we need to discuss, so that to make the people familiar with the organization. So that is called the induction. Induction plays a very, very important role. For every hiring, especially for the freshers hiring. So we'll be discussing in details in some other classes, but let us understand what is this induction is all about. And induction is one of the activity of the internal flow. Next is the training and development. Of course, you need to they train the people. Those who have hired, they are freshly, again, we are talking about only freshers hiring. So the people have joined the company, so that these people needs to be trained, right? Say for example, you need to work on a particular platform like SAP. Now that you don't know SAP, now the company will be providing a training on SAP so that you can start working on SAP, right? So that is called training. That training will be provided. Maybe in your job involve a lot of communication, English communication, written communication. You have to write emails, etc. So that is the reason they are providing a training on in this kind of English communication, email writing, and etc. So that is the training and development. Next one is a performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is what? Nothing but performance appraisal means your examination in your college, in your university, is your performance appraisal, because how you have performed in the examination, whether you have got A, O, E, etc. Right? So that is your performance appraisal. So in an organization, how you are performing, that will be evaluated. A structure would be given to you that in this way you are expected to perform. Whether you are perform as per the expectation, they are going to check that. So that is called the performance appraisal. We'll be discussing in details in some other classes. Next one is the compensation management. Why you are working ultimately, like for a particular CTC that has been offered to your company, by that particular company. So you are expecting a particular salary at the end of the month. So it is the HR department responsibility to ensure that your salary or the employee's salary should be credited on a particular day of the month as per the company criteria. Right? So that is called compensation management. Employee relationship management, that is very interesting. I mean, you have to maintain a very good harmonious relationships with all the employees, so that the employees are, will be working for you, motivated. So that's all. So that is the kind of, that is called the employee relationship management. We'll be again discussing in details in some other class. Discipline management, that discipline, if you're not coming on time in the college, probably some of your faculty members is not allowing you to enter the class. If you are not having the attendance of a particular percentage, so there is a guardian call in your college. Your principal is asking your guardian to come and meet. So that is a disciplinary action taken by the college and the universities and the schools. Probably you have encountered some of you, right? Discipline. So in the organization also there are some discipline. Because otherwise what will happen, the people will not be behaving in a particular desired manner. Like if the office timing is at 10, you have to come at 10. If you are coming at 10:05, 10 plus 5, then what will happen? There will be late mark. And if there is a 3 late mark, your 1 day sick leave will be deducted. So this is a disciplinary action that will be taken, right? You cannot, abusive to some of the people. If to your colleagues, if you are abusive, so disciplinary action will be taken. Sometimes cracking jokes can be a disciplinary action. A disciplinary action can be taken against you because you are cracking a joke, which is hurting somebody. So you have to be cautious. What are the things you can do? What are the things you cannot do? So these are the things. So managing the disciplines is very important. Like say, for example, dress code in the college life. If we are not having a uniform, sometime in a normal days also we are fine, going with an informal dress. In a jeans or a t-shirt. But in the office you cannot afford it, right? You cannot do it. On a Monday to Thursday, if it is 5 days a week, then Monday to Thursday you have to wear a formal dress, okay? And you cannot wear a t-shirt or a jeans on Monday to Thursday. On Friday you can wear, jeans or informal wear. But of course there may be some rules that you cannot wear a round neck t-shirt. You have to wear a collar t-shirt. So these are the discipline, that we will be again discussing in details in that particular chapter of the discipline management later on. So grievance handling. Grievance. What is a grievance? Grievance is nothing but it is somehow related to complaint. Like you are not happy with the canteen of your college. The food quality of the college. So if you are discussing within yourself that yes, that food quality is not good or the food is very expensive, whatever you are discussing among yourself, so that's a complaint. But if you are making it official to the appropriate authority of the college, then it becomes a grievance. So this in the organizations also there is a process of grievance, and the employees may not be happy with something, someone, some policies, right, some structures. So you have the authority to discuss the same thing officially with the appropriate authority, and it is the human resource management department job to handle those grievances, right? Handle those grievances and manage those grievances. Next one is the industrial relations. So managing, probably you have heard about the term strikes, lockout, or the labor union and etc. Managing all these activities. Managing the employees, managing the government policies, managing the management policies, along with the labor union is a job of the human resource management department. So industrial relation is very, very important. We are going to study in details about this chapter as well. Trust me. Next one is the HR outflow. Outflow means when the people are moving out of the organization. How the people can move out of the organization, how the people can be separated from the organization. It can be a natural retirement, like at the age of 60. if the retirement age is 60 and the person is retiring at the age of 60, so that is called natural retirement. Voluntary retirement, probably you have heard a lot about it. That is a VRS, that is voluntary retirement scheme. Maybe due to some of the economic condition or the social condition, maybe somehow the employees may voluntarily retire. I mean, at the age of 40, they may retire. At the age of 45, they may retire as per the policy, as per their wish. They may retire. This is voluntary retirement. Next one is the termination. The company, based on some of the disciplinary actions or something like that, the person can be terminated. Okay. Next one is the resignation. A person can get a job, a better job in some other company. That's why he is leaving the company. So that is resignation. It may be due to death, right? Disability, some met with some accident, so the people cannot work anymore. So that's why they are separated. So complete the full and final settlement of all the employees related to any kind of separation. Like it can be a natural retirement, it can be a voluntary retirement, it can be a termination, resignation, death, or disability. So complete the full and final settlement is actually the role of the HR manager. So again, we'll be discussing in details. Now, probably you are finding it interesting, about the activities of the HR manager. You are planning to become an HR manager in future, right? In your organization, maybe. So, but you need to ensure you are having these qualities within you, so that you can become a successful HR manager. So now we'll be discussing qualities of HR manager. So number one, knowledge and expertise in HR. So that's true, right? I mean, if you're not having a very good knowledge and expertise in HR, how can you become an HR manager? So you have to have a good knowledge and expertise in HR. Next one is the engaging presentation skill. You have to be a very good presenter, because ultimately you will be dealing with the people. So if your presentation is not engaging, people is not going to listen to you, right? So that's the thing. So engaging presentation is very important. Next one is the ability to multitask. Trust me, the HR people has to do a lot of work, right? Not a single work. Right? They will be preparing and coming and developing a mobile phone and go back. No, because you are having a lot of activities. So that's why you have to be able to do multitasking. Next one, be able to deal with the gray areas. Gray areas means there are some confusion. You'll be handling different issues where different confusion. Somebody have told you that I have been mentally harassed by that particular person because he said these things to me. But you need to understand whether is that a harassment or not. So that's the issue. Like, so I'm getting disrespected by somebody with this word. You need to understand whether this is a disrespectful word or not. You need to understand, is that a grievance or not? You need to understand, is it a complaint or not? You need to understand, is it a disciplinary problem or not? You need to understand. So that's why there are a lot of gray areas. So you should have the capability to handle the gray areas. Next one is a strong sense of ethics. I mean, you should be able to differentiate between what is right and what is wrong, because people will be, eyeing at you because you are the person who would be taking the right and ethical decision. If by chance you are taking some unethical and a wrong decision, then, people will be losing trust on you. So that's why, strong sense of ethics is required. Strong communication skill, definitely, because you are a communicator. You are a communicator between the management and the employee, labor union and the employee, government and the employee. So you have to communicate a lot with a lot of people. So that's the reason you should have a very good, strong communication skill. And of course, you should have a leadership quality, because you are actually leading the people. It may be the laborer, it may be the employee, maybe the HR department, any other activities. So definitely you should have a good leadership skill. Ability to motivate others. That's true. I mean, people are to be motivated by the HR. Who else is going to motivate the people? You have to develop the strategies how to motivate the people, keep the people motivated. Right? So that's the idea. So ability to motivate others. Next one is the strong conflict management skills, because there would be conflict in the organization, and it's the HR manager's jobs to handle the conflict, because conflict means differences in opinion. There would be differences in opinion. The opinion of the union leader is not going to match with the opinion of the management, and the opinion of the government will not be matching with the management. Employees' opinion and the employer opinion will differ, but it is your responsibility being a HR manager to handle those conflicts. So that is the reason you should have a very good quality of the conflict management skills, right? So if you are having these qualities, if you think you are having these qualities, if you think you can develop these qualities, you can be a very good, successful HR manager. Trust me. Okay. Next, objectives of human resource management. Right? So we have already studied that. So I have just pointed it out for your understanding of the subject. Right. So number one is to achieve the organizational goals by proper utilization of human resources. Our organizational objective is to be the #1 smartphone manufacturer or smartphone seller in Indian market. So you need to use the human resources accordingly. Then only you can become the #1 smartphone seller in India, like Xiaomi, right? #2. To develop, maintain healthy working relationships among all the employees, and to adopt sound, desirable organizational structure that we have discussed, that you have to maintain a harmonious relationships with all the employees, all the department, all the stakeholders, to integrate individual and the group goals within the organizations. What is the organizational goals? Being a #1 smartphone company in India, that is the organizational objective, and you need to integrate with your personal objective, human resource objective, right? Next one is to create opportunities and the facilities for the individuals and the group development according to the growth and development of the organization. You need to ensure the growth of the employees along with the growth of the organization. Because if the employees are not seeing any kind of career development opportunities, he has joined as a junior engineer after 10 years, he is having the same designation junior engineer, so automatically he will not continue for a longer period of time. So you have to ensure that you are ensuring growth of that particular employee, otherwise he will not stay back. Okay. Next one is to identify and satisfy the individual and the group needs, such as the fair wages and the salary, incentive, welfare facilities, social security, prestige, recognition, security, status, everything you need to take care. Okay, social security, social image, okay, the wages, salaries, incentive, everything you need to take care. So this is one of the another objective of human resource management. Next one is to motivate the employees and keep their morale high, that we have already discussed. To develop and maintain healthy relation between the management and the employees, that we have repeatedly telling. This is one of the job. Next one, to develop the human assets continuously through training and development program. That is very important. We need to upgrade the people. Probably you know that recently Capgemini have declared they are going to upgrade the skill sets of 50,000 Indian employees. They are investing crores of rupees for that. Why? I mean, all the companies, I'm just giving you that example of that Capgemini router, but all the companies are investing crores of rupees for the development and the training and development of the employees. Why? Because ultimately these people will be outdated. They will not be able to work with the new technologies or the systems. So, right? So that is the reason training and development is very important. Next one is that you contribute in minimization of the socio-economic evils, such as the unemployment problem, unequal distribution of income and wealth, more employment opportunities for women itself. So these are the broader aspect. To provide an opportunity to the employee to participate in the management, that is a part of the employee participation management and the employee relationship management. To provide desirable leadership and lead the working group, that's true. To provide healthy and hygienic working conditions to the employees, that's true, because due to this COVID-19 era, this is one of the major function. If you are asking your employees to come to office, you have to ensure their health and safety. Rather, why the most of the companies, like probably that recently Facebook have declared that all of their employees will be working up to 2021 July from working from home. So that is one of the HR decision related to the health and hygiene. Lot of companies are thinking like that. I mean, let the employees continue from the working from home because there is this pandemic is going on, right? Next one is that to retain the workforce by maintaining the stability of the employment. That's true, that you have to provide stability to the employees. So these are the major objectives of human resource management. Scope of human resource management, that we have already discussed. The functions that we have discussed, that inflow, internal flow and outflow of human resources, the function we have discussed. These are the scopes actually. So that we have mentioned that the scope of HRM is wider in comparison to the personal management, and since joining the organization till the retirement, that is inflow to outflow. Joining means inflow, retirement is outflow. So all the activities of a worker under the HRM. So large number of activities that we have discussed: the recruitment, selection, training, development, promotion, transfer, job evaluation. All these things are in the scope of human resource management. So we have already covered that whatever I have promised to cover in this chapter, that is what is human resource management, what are the function of human resource management, what are the scope of human resource management, role of HR manager, and the functions, right? So that we have already covered. So the first chapter of this particular topic, we have already covered these things. So if you have any questions, so definitely we have given you the forum. You can ask the question, put the questions, and definitely get back to you. So we have already covered these things. I mean, the first chapter is over. So please go through it. So if you have any issue, please get back to me. Thank you so much. Thank you for attending the session.